vision.
2 days after announcing that Sandy Alderson would remain as the Mets GM, the team's ownership made it clear that they are not exactly thrilled with the job he's done. Amid criticism of their lack of spending this offseason, and after having anonymous comments from the front office about majority owner Fred Wilpon interfering with the baseball operations plans to fire the former manager Terry Collins, Wilpon brought a loyal, old friend back into the fold. On Friday, former Mets GM Omar Minaya was appointed special assistant to Alderson, the man who replaced him in 2010. Minaya, a Queens native who grew up rooting for the Mets, will focus on scouting and player development. After years of bad publicity under Alderson, the Mets also said Minaya will do some community outreach. But this can be an awkward situation for Alderson, no matter his statement welcoming Minaya back. Minaya, however, tried to make it clear he isn't here to step on anyone's toes. "Look, Sandy was on board with me coming back," Minaya said. "I have so much respect for Sandy, he wanted me back here. That's where we turned the corner." Anthony Swarzak happy to reunite with Mickey Callaway on Mets, but, let's be clear, this is clearly a sign that ownership isn't happy with at least part of the job Alderson has done. The GM did not try to fight the move, according to an industry source. He had to know his leverage was limited after an ugly 2017 season. Alderson himself was bluntly critical of the player development departments under his leadership. Watching young players arrive unprepared for the major leagues this fall, it was pretty obvious the Mets have a problem, not only with scouting players, but developing them. Minaya was responsible for overseeing the Mets' international scouting department from 1997-2002. He returned in 2004 as GM, where he may not have excelled in some areas, most notably handling the Tony Bernazard scandal, but he was good at finding young talent. But it's hard to ignore that the Mets' 2015 World Series run was built on Minaya's work. He not only picked Matt Harvey in the first round of the 2010 draft, but took a gamble on a converted shortstop that would pay off in 2014 NL Rookie of the Year Jacob deGrom. He's got absolutely no ego, so he's willing to listen to everyone when evaluating players, one player development official said. He'll trust what he sees and listen to scouts or analysts. He doesn't want the credit for signing the player, he just wants the best players. And that is all he really wants to do. Christmas came earlier than expected to the Minaya family, being able to come back home, to be with the Mets, to be able to do what I love the most, scouting development, Minaya said. "I want to thank Sandy Alderson for this opportunity. I want to thank the Wilpon family, Fred, Jeff, and Kat's family, for just allowing me to come home.